Coach Brian Wardle's with us. Bradley Braves on the road tomorrow night at Valpo. Hey, Coach, Happy New Year.
Greg and Dan, Happy New Year. How you doing?
We're doing great, man.
You know, every year we have a New Year's resolution.
Yes, what is it?
It is not to have a key injury during the non-conference schedule.
Yes, how
and
about that?
Every year we seem to have a key injury.
That is kind of the nature of your business, though, isn't it? You have to plan for the unplannable.
No, you do. You got to have a one-up mentality, next man up mentality, and it's just you have no control over that stuff. All you can worry about is you control.
I have a question for you, Coach. This is unrelated to the day-to-day procedures and practice and all that. But as you well know, we've established over the years of the three of us talking, of the three of us, I'm the less of a sports knowledgeable guy. I like it. I like watching, and I enjoy the contest, and I enjoy the environment. And that's what I wanted to ask you about. And I'm not asking you to go negative or do anything here, Coach. Now, I would never ask you to do that. But explain to me, because there's been some talk lately about the environment at Carver, about sound and music and so on and so forth. And I don't want to get into the nuts and bolts of that. I want to know, from your perspective, how much does a team and a staff, how much are you impacted by the environment of the arena that you're in?
It plays a factor. We want it to be loud. It's ultimately you're coming to be entertained. It's 2 hours of entertainment, and we want to put a good product on the floor that entertains, that get up and down, that plays hard, plays together, has a blue-collar mentality like Peoria does, and we compete. And all that entertainment is for our fans to be enjoyed during timeouts, before game, pre-game. So for players, the louder our arena is for home team, the better, because it makes it a lot tougher on the opposing team to hear their play calls, to execute. They can get frustrated easier. So cheering when they're shooting free throws, cheering as loud as we possibly could is huge. And when we're shooting free throws at home, obviously you want to keep it a little bit of quiet. And vice versa when we're on the road or at home. I mean, you want the crowd cheering. When we're on the road, there's some arenas that just go crazy when we're on the foul line. So the music being loud, great. My players like it. I'm all for it. I mean, ultimately, you're coming to be entertained. You're not coming to sit in a quiet environment, in my mind, when you choose to come to a college Division I basketball game.
When you look around the league, there are a lot of teams that have bigger wings, 6'4", 6'3", with some weight on them. And you got two freshmen. Yeah, I've been watching them, and they're going to make freshman mistakes. I know you're looking for more consistency from them, it seems like. But once in a while, Burge and Ellis will take a slash to the basket and finish, and you're like, wow.
It's unbelievable.
I mean, they'll make some moves that are like high-level moves, and you're like, wow, if those two stick with it, those are two good slashers.
Yeah, they have that ability for sure, and they have shown it in flashes, like you said. DeMarion's 18, Birch. He's a young freshman. I mean, Allmar just turned 19. He is older. He's been in college. This is his third year. And what we need is just a little more, we got to be able to execute. The Valley, to win in the Valley and to win big, it takes teamwork and great intelligence. It's an old Michael Jordan quote that I always tell the team. You got to be able to play smart. And I think both of those guys are still learning the game, learning how to execute, learning how to communicate, learning how to focus each one possession at a time. And I think when they start to figure that out, they're going to have some great games and some great highlights. And Birch has already done that. He's helped us win some games already this year.
He's fun to watch. Hey, last home game, prominently, we were all watching Kyle Thomas. Tell us about Kyle.
Well, he's been practicing better, and so he earned the opportunity through his practicing. And I didn't like what I saw from some other guys in that game, how alert they were, their activity. And so I went with Kyle because he's been practicing a lot better, and he's been putting in more work. And I thought he was active. I thought he played with a lot of energy. The ball found him. The ball finds energy, I always say, and the ball definitely found his hands, and he made plays for us. So we'll see if he gets that opportunity at Valpo. Again, you have to practice consistently and practice well, and in order to get on this court, especially when you got a mix of vets and newcomers and young guys. So I think Kyle's got a big upside too, and he's learning. You can put him in with the Birch and Ellis group of just still learning the game and understanding concepts and actions and execution.
You know who's really coming along and kind of a glue guy? He's not overly athletic, yet he finds the ball on rebounds, especially long rebounds, and can shoot and move, is Christian Davis. He just he on most games he fills the stat sheet pretty nice.
No, he has. He's come a long way from a year ago, and when we got him. So I'm very proud of Christian. He's a great guy. He puts a lot of work in behind the scenes. He executes. He's still getting his feel for the game. In the game is getting better. But you're right. He's been rebounding the ball really well in the offensive glass. He's been consistently one of our best 3-point shooters. He's 6'6". He's really long. He's started for us. He's come off the bench. It doesn't matter to him. He's going to play, his 25, 30 minutes. So he's been a huge part of our team, and hopefully he can keep playing at a high level in Valley play.
What's Valpo look like?
Very aggressive. Roger's a friend of mine. He's the new head coach there. He's a little bit younger than me, but we played AAU ball growing up together. And they play really fast. They shoot quick. They attack. They play very, very fast. Probably the fastest in the league right now. So transition defense can be big. We got to contest threes, rebound, and I think hopefully we can get some opportunities in transition ourselves with how quick they play.
All right, and then home again Saturday, 3 o'clock start on Saturday that's coming up. Let's pack up the arena. Now, I know that sometimes the crowds are down a little bit, holiday travel, the kids are off and all that stuff, so let's get it back up and make it loud and have some fun. And, Coach, we appreciate your time on the road. I know you're busy this morning. We appreciate a last-minute addition to the show, and Happy New Year to you.
No, same to you guys. Thanks for having me always.
So long. That's Coach Brian Wardle.